Well, first, before I get started, ever feel like you're being trolled? Bottom left. Alright, today I'm going to go into a little bit of AC. Just some basic stuff that a lot of people don't know and they don't go over. And really, the biggest reason that they don't go over it is because a lot of people don't play this. My alliance does, so I'm actually kind of doing this as much for me as for them. A couple things that I want you to look at today, since we're not really being competitive this week, we're taking the week off. First and foremost, on 10 here on the right, the first team, I want you to notice no debuff lead. You do see a Spidey on the right, but no debuff lead. But then on the second team, debuff lead. There's a reason behind that. On 9 here, we've got a debuff lead, no debuff lead. Debuff lead, no debuff lead. Debuff lead, no debuff lead. Kind of a debuff lead, but not really. In 6 there. No debuff lead in 7, but we do have physical attack that we can't do. So you'd want to bring blasters into 5. Next year on 4. 4 has literally no debuffs, so I think this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to show you. It doesn't take much to beat a team that has no debuff lead, if you will. So I'm just going to grab a team here, and I was looking for Spideys. Here we are. Really, as long as the rest of your team doesn't absolutely stink, like completely, like if you put in 2 stars, this isn't going to work as well. You need to at least have tier 2s or a good 6-star. I mean, if he was just 6-star, you could throw him in that mix. So what I'm going to do now, you see Silk on the left there. There's a Spidey. You see a 24% decrease in debuff. I've been playing this game a long time, so a lot of this stuff is memorized for me. I do have that advantage going for me when I play this. Alright, let's see how this works out. Not the way I expected it to. But look how little damage they have left. Or health, rather, excuse me. Glad I only do this for fun. Alright. I guess I'm just like every other YouTube out there. The first time I try to do this, I fail. So, we'll go again. We know that they're just about all speed. We're going to throw, let's see here. We'll throw her in. Now, if you really want to go all out, and you do have her, she's the best Spidey lead in the game by far, and I would always lead with her. See that debuff removal? That's huge. Now, something else that this team has going for it, big time, you see 2 speed in there. So instantly you think, okay, a combat team might be able to take that out. But you've got a blast lead there. Now this is kind of overdoing it for the way I like to do it, so I'm not going to go this far. Not with this team. For this one, just to make sure I get the W so I can keep moving forward. And if you don't have these characters, you can definitely go switch a lot of these out for other ones. Again, I have been playing since this game came out. And pay attention to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. See this right here? 60% Eternals. Now, he's now dubbed an Eternal, but it's only 45%. So you want to do this. But he's the only other Eternal right now, so those are your 3. For the rest of it, well, see, he revives. So you want to put in an immune to guard break on him, and then a 5-second invincibility if you can do it. Or a lightning damage and invincibility if you can do it. There's certain team-ups that I do just because I've been playing for as long as I have, and I know how it's going to turn out in the end. Alright, that's enough universal for one team, I think. And sure, why not? Now, those three are actually a pretty brutal team. You're going to see what's about to happen. It's not going to take long. If you're not using Icarus in any type of PvE, I highly recommend, highly recommend a 5-second invin on him. Alright, who are we going to go to next? Let's see here. I like this one. But I should probably say that for somebody in Lions who needs attacks. That's something else you want to pay attention to if you are a whale. Leave the little stuff. The guys need it. We all got to get our 30 attacks in it. It's all part of taking care of each other. It's all part of being an alliance, right? Alright, now remember with his lead, what he can do? And you'll notice I don't see any blasters here. I see reflect physical, but yip-de-doo. I don't see any blasters here except for the one in the beginning, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to take him out within a couple seconds of this starting. But remember what his lead is, so the only person this isn't going to affect is who? One to the left, one to the right on squad 2. That's right. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. I don't want to make this a super long video. My next one, I'm going to go into cards a little bit. I actually want to piggyback off of somebody else's video that they did. Give them the props for doing it because they did an excellent job. And then I kind of want to do that myself as well. Just to go and add a couple of things, show where they are. Because some things aren't as easy to get. And I especially in my alliance being a leader and all, I want to make sure that they know that, hey, some of this stuff, it's awesome and it looks great and it sounds like it might be easy to get, but it's not always. This, you can switch through these attacks either way. You can lead with defense or you can lead with 24% attack. I a lot of times do this just on defensive side because that's really what AC is. Hulk is a god. Man, guy's just a beast. In case you're wondering, and on him, I'll try to start remembering to do that so I can show you what I have just for reference if you want to copy me or not. You could put a regen on him as well. If you're going to use him in timeline, I wouldn't recommend a regen because everybody has one. When you all of a sudden show up with an old authority, it actually does wonders right now because everybody has a regen. Yeah, I didn't really expect to win this. I had my hopes, but I'm hoping to just kill Gene once here. Nope, not gonna happen. Alright, let's finish this off quick. Okay. Because I'm not really going to be playing this week much, I guess, I'm just going to, yeah, I'll just mimic them so we can take the W and keep moving forward in case the Alliance wants to keep moving forward. Being leader, we all talked about it, and it just really didn't make like a whole lot of sense to play this week because we're already kind of too big for our britches. We are an alliance that's growing, and we are looking for more people all the time that want to play AC, so if that's something you're interested in, definitely hit me up. You'll notice a common theme here, guys. Look, debuff, debuff. Now, I know these things like this here and this here. See that? All defense, crit rate, crit damage, all attack, max HP. But I've been playing for 6 years. But hey, you can take that 6 years of knowledge right now, cheat, and use it. Remember these teams. You might not have all these people, but as you get them, you'll know what they do. This shouldn't be too difficult for me. I say that, and I'll be like every other YouTuber and lose. Oh, come on now. Let's finish this up. Let's go. Wow. Well, we all saw who had more health there, right? Ain't that Marble, you ever gonna fix this? Ever? 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 Was kind of planning on that being a W, guys. I'm sorry. I, by God's luck, now I'll win. And God doesn't do luck, so I ain't winning. All right. Well, are we really doing this? Come on. Just finish them. All right. Obviously, this is not really going as planned, guys. I expected this to go a little smoother. I didn't look at these guys' cards or anything like that. So I'm going to go through a couple other things too. But again, we're not playing this week, thank God, because otherwise I'd be really upset right now. For everybody in my alliance, can you imagine if we were actually playing for this week? Oh my God. I probably would have turned my phone off and walked away for a couple minutes. Because some of these fights, there's just no way that they would end this way like any other time. But for whatever reason, this week, all right, I'm overdoing it a little bit, I think, here, or a lot. The reason I'm going with physical reflect, and it's Thanos, the only reason is because he's physical attack for almost everything, except for his one. I think his 5 is going to be energy. And dead. A couple of things I want to go over here real quick. If you do have this guy right here in your roster already, I highly recommend a 5-second Invin. I highly recommend getting as much HP as humanly possible. I'm about to show you why. Now, he's got a couple of funky team ups that I use for Shadowland. One of them is this one here. I'll show you. Again, playing for 6 years, I'm going to know this stuff if I still have it or did I use it already. Where is he? Nope, I used him. Darn it. Okay, never mind. But it's actually Drax and Destroyer have a team up. Now for this, because I have every intention on losing this guy right here, he's going to go bye-bye. I'm not going to put a debuff lead here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put guys that I know will last a little while. As long as he's able to move, he's not tanky, but he can make it through. I'm not going to go crazy with the secondary team. Look what I'm doing now. I'm actually looking for my worst tunes that I can find to put here because I know I'm going to lose. I plan on losing. There's no way I'm going to win this. So what I'm doing is I'm just picking really bad tunes right now to fill the bottom one. So here we go. And there I'm dead, but you also saw him die once. So the end out of this match is going to be bye-bye Sentry. My only goal was to get to that second team and nothing else. Now, that second team, look how easy that is. Yeah, there's a Spidey. I see him. But look how easy that is. Now, because there's a Spidey, what do you need to lead with always? Debuff lead. Debuff lead. I probably will do that tomorrow when everything resets. Debuff lead. And I'll put up another one. debuff lead. Not a very good debuff lead, but debuff lead, and he's a Spidey, which is kind of cool. There's not many like that. Debuff lead. This is one of the best, believe it or not. This guy here, he stinks. He's good for nothing except for this. So you really want to put two really heavy hitters on each side of him because he removes all debuffs for 20 seconds. Just as important, so much of this game is energy attack. He boosts up that energy defense. That's huge. Okay, I think I might... Oh, another one. No slots left here. Another debuff lead. I blew by somebody just because I don't think a lot of people are going to have him. Where was he? Yeah, there he is. He's also debuff lead, which only 6 seconds, so that's not much in this game. As you can see, it takes a lot more than 6 seconds unless you're just going to demolish somebody real quick. Alright, so, and don't be scared to use this. I use it all the time. It makes my life so much easier. So much easier. Again, I fully expect to win this. Fully expect to win this. So I'm just going to we'll put some defense in there. And then we start with, yep, debuff lead. And Spidey never got to get his web out, did he? A lot of this video didn't go exactly as planned, not gonna lie, but at the end of the day, my real goal was here, just to kind of show you some of the stuff I do. I'm gonna go tomorrow and go with a little bit more team building and what I do this way. Alright, let's take this one out. Attack speed, crit rate, if either of those are low. Another thing you can look at is adding him into the mix, just because of his lead. It depends how I like this lead better, to be honest. You're going to notice that there's no Spideys in here, and there's no speed in here. So what I'm doing right now, totally okay. If there was a speed in here to worry about, maybe I'd switch it up a little bit. Now, again, because I plan on winning with this first team, and I don't see an issue with it, I'm going to go very light on this second team. Wow. He is a beast. I didn't think he'd do that, though. He should be killing all these guys in a couple seconds with what he just did to those guys. Come on, finish him. This is funny. There we go. Well, I know a lot of people in my lines are getting a good laugh right now with how serious I take this and how it's just not working the way it's supposed to for me today. All right. That's okay. We all have our days, right? I had an awesome news day for myself. So some really good news I was waiting for, I got. So this isn't going to affect me too much. My basic goals were just to show a little bit of people some things on my alliance more than anything else. I'm going to make it a way more in-depth one later. So the big thing to take away out of this, if you do not see a debuff lead, use a Spidey. There we go. All right, and any all time that you can do it, start with a debuff lead, always. Can't use him, just so you know. You'd think to go this way, I know, but don't. You want to go this way because of the debuff. It means more. And believe it or not, I'm going to go this way. Yep, I did say start with debuff lead, and I know it, but at the same time, I'm hoping... Oh, go figure. I was hoping that Gambit would just take that out for me, right? I didn't have to worry about it. Alright, we kind of want to have a separate team for this now. Nah, we'll finish this. Gambit should be able to pretty much one-shot this if he hits his 5 or his 6. But you'll notice the team I have there and set up. Gambit did not do what he wanted to. Alright. This should be interesting, because I've seen this guy take out, there he goes, take out a lot of people. He's not one that has a lot of DPS. He's not going to help you out in anything but this. But man, it's amazing. I've watched him take out Genes, a whole bunch of different ones. Alright, so, this fella here, he is a Gene killer, believe it or not. Yep, that guy. He costs a lot of crystals, and I only got him because he's a collector, but at the end of the day, he's got one of the best leads in the game. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of trying to build up a secondary team here of people that revive. That way, if he revives, I can still catch him. Yeah, I like this. All right. We'll put a healer in there just to be safe. I was going to use him, but he only works with heroes for, and you should check out his passive. It's amazing. 20% decrease to all damage taken. It's a little known secret that's been in the game a long time, but he's just no good at anything but Shadowlands, so don't use him for anything but Shadowland. Don't build him up. But do know that he does work with heroes. It gives him a little extra buff. Let's see if we get one to go our way the way I expected it to when I set this up. Oh, almost. If this goes down to the wire and I have more health again and I lose, I'm not going to be happy. Come on. Okay, clearly I have more health. Clearly, we can see this. All right, finally they do something right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I should have proc my invincibility at the end of the day, though. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose this because Spidey 29 is going to take me out just because, well, he's Spidey 29. 2099. Oh, I got lucky. All right, let's take it. Now, I honestly didn't know if I was going to win that or not, but I went with the best team I could. We'll look through these teams here. All right, back to it. Of course, this one's way easier. That one makes sense. Try to block us out if you can. Okay. A lot of these have one thing in common, and I'm just going to get right down to it. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's get this done. Let's go, go, go. So, again, remember I said use this. I'm using it right now. Use it. All right, let's see here. I must have used the other ones. So, his lead's okay. It's health. You need HP in this to stay alive, I guess, but at the end of the day, he's more there because he's a Spidey. And at this point, I can really put whoever I want here. This HP might come in handy that way. And then for secondary, I'm going to use weak tunes, not too weak at tunes, just in case something silly happens. After all, this is AC, and it's proving me tonight that it is AC yet, and I need to take it like it's AC and not expect it to go as planned. So, here goes. Gotta have that debuff lead. Alright, let's see here. Looks like some other people might have guessed my good news today. We'll keep moving right along here. Not having that debuff, we'll see. But I want to try this just to find out and put mine up against it. I should honestly just demolish this guy. But at the end of the day, I'm going to plan for just in case scenario here. Alright. A lot of times time means a lot in this, so if you can't figure it out, go to something else and look. There's a lot of helpful little hints in this game, and there's a lot of ways to find it. Making this, I hope, I'm not going to make it too much longer because I don't even know how long this is. I really wasn't keeping track. I'm excited to be able to help people and show them what I've been doing over the last 6 years and all little tidbits of knowledge you get playing this game. Yep, he's got rage, but he's got... Well, where is it? Oh well, too late. Believe it or not, he's got Transcendence. A very nicely rolled one. I got lucky, so I feel really bad taking it off of him. I can't get myself to do it. Alright, so here, what do we need? We need a debuff lead. I don't want to go crazy. I just want to use some... But now this one you want to save for actually a scenario similar to this. Let's see if this holds up or not. And when I say that, it's because we have a lot of one specific type of character, mutants, in this one. So we want to see if he can hold up and take out all these mutants. Again, with him, 20% decrease to damage taken for all heroes. She is really good as far as for when you're paying, physical people, and that's exactly what I'm kind of going into right now. He's got all defense, which is pretty decent too. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, we should be fine. Nimrod kills mutants, including Jean one time. Not always, depending on what that Jean's got. I mean, if she's got a really good build, maybe not. But a lot of the time, I can kill Jeans with Nimrod. Only once, but sometimes, remember, that's all we're going for is that one time. Alright, I'm going to wrap this up now. We'll go through some more tomorrow. I'm going to go through a little bit more of characters, who I use and what when I see it, and some of the time I take before AC, about 15 minutes prior, and what I do. You guys have a great rest of your night. This was a lot of fun. Take care.